This is page 6 in the book, blue book, Stalactites and Stalagmites. That's got to be the longest title of all our songs. You can read on the top of the page what those are. They are found in caves. And I've never actually ever seen one except in pictures. Now notice that there's also a box. Tempo de Valais means, and you should go to the last page, page 48, and look that up and write that in. Tempo de Valais. Now stalactites and stalagmites, it's in 3/4 time. This is known as waltz time. And there are some places where there's going to be some tricky fingering, and I'd just like to point out a couple of those. Now if we look right here at the last measure, there we go. It takes me a second to get, and if you notice before there, we were playing 4-1, 4-1, 4-1, and we'd play 4-1 here. But then we're going to play with the 2 fingers. So you go 4-1, and then you have to move your right hand and get the 2 finger there, so that on the next line, this first measure, you can play the C with your 5 finger. Then it goes 5, 5, 4, 3, 4, 4, 1. And then here at the end of the second line, once again we play with the 1 finger here on the first 2 counts, and then they want you to switch to the 4 finger for the 3rd count. And then down on the 3rd line, we're going to play with the 3 finger and then the thumb, and then we're back to the 4-1 on towards the end of this line. Let's see if I can get the camera down closer. And we have 4-1, 4-1. But the next time we could have used a 4-1, but I'm going to suggest that you play with a 3-1. Then that way, if you do a 3-1 there, your 4 finger for the next note is already in place, and you won't have to do a 4 and then a shift to 4. That's just my suggestion. It works for me. And then on the last line, we have a, we can see that, we have a 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then 2 on the very last note, where we cross the 2 finger over. From here, we play with the thumb and cross the 2 finger over like we did in the last song, and play the final C with our 2 finger. So it's like, kind of like we have a down the scale, but we need 6 fingers, so we're going to use the 2 finger twice. Outside of that, it's a very standard song. I don't think there's anything about the left hand that really needs a lot of discussion. You do have an extended, you're going to start with your hands on the C major position, so the left little finger will be on C, but over here in the last measure, it's an extended hand position. You're going to reach down to the B with your little finger here, and you do that in another place towards the end of the song. But that's about the only thing that's difficult about the left hand. But there is one other thing I wanted to point out. In the second line, we start with a 5-1-3 in the first measure, and then a 5-1-3 again. But notice that the 1 and the 3 are going to be playing 2 notes that are flatted. That's a G flat and an E flat. So you got to be ready for that. All right, so let me demonstrate some of this playing. I'm going to put the book up.